Since E3 2017 is right around the corner, I figured it'd be best to kind of give my opinions on what I'd like to see this year. Keep in mind that these are my opinions. I'm not confirming anything. This is just what I would like to see. So, without further ado, I'd like to present to you the 6 things that I would like to see at E3 2017. Starting us off at number 6, I'd really like to see more stuff from South Park: The Fractured Butthole. I was a really big fan of the first game, The Stick of Truth, and I'm a pretty big fan of Obsidian and all the work that they do. I'm excited to see the combat changes that they went with because I wasn't really that big of a fan of the Paper Mario style type combat from the first game, so I'm a fan of what they're doing with the more hexagonal and grid based system that they have currently. I love South Park. It's one of my favorite comedy shows. And I like what they're doing with the Coon and Friends stuff, and I'm genuinely excited to see how they can mix up the powers and everything. And I'd just like to see more of that if they do have a E3 presentation this year.
I thought Civil War wasn't supposed to happen until Phase 3. Shut up, Super Craig!
At number 5, I have Super Mario Odyssey. This is a game that got me really curious when the Nintendo Switch was announced because I'm a big fan of Super Mario 3D games. Sunshine, Galaxy 1 and 2, and Super Mario 64 are some fan favorites. It's pretty clear that Nintendo knows that Super Mario is at its best when it's in a 3D platformer open world type game, and that's what Super Mario Odyssey looks like. I'm genuinely excited about this, and it's been a while since I've been excited about a Mario game. I gotta admit, it's a little weird seeing Mario mixed in with actual humans and in a seemingly real-life, realistic type city. I'm interested to see what mechanics will be with the whole hat thing. His hat has eyes now, and exploring this big, open, wide city is just gonna be so much fun. I can already tell. The Switch already has a system seller in Breath of the Wild, and I'm sure that Super Mario Odyssey will be yet another one for Nintendo. I'm really excited to see how much further they can elaborate on what's the game's about, what's going to happen, maybe see a preview of some of the levels. Overall, I really hope that they show Super Mario Odyssey at E3, and if they do, I'd be really, really excited for it. Coming in at number 4, I put Destiny 2. Now, if you know Destiny, then you know the massive disappointment that the first game was and the huge hype train that built behind it. And, this game has a lot of expectations living up to it. Lots of people were let down by the first Destiny game that they're very cautiously optimistic about it. Like myself, I was a big fan of Destiny after the Taken King, and I played the hell out of it, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I really want to like Destiny 2, but I can't, solely because of how badly the first game burned me, so while I am looking forward to Destiny 2, I need to see more convincing gameplay footage from this. I need to see the new zones. I need to see if there's a level cap. The gameplay is fine. You keep that the same, because I don't know what people were expecting when the Destiny 2 gameplay revealed. But some people were mad that the gameplay is exactly the same. I mean, of course it is. It's a first-person shooter. That much is not going to change. But what I am expecting to see is bigger zones, a level cap, a higher level cap, maybe more social aspects. I would love to see more social zones and hub zones. So I am excited for Destiny 2. Don't get me wrong, but it's a very kind of cautious excitement. I have it off to the side. So. Definitely I would love to see more Destiny 2 gameplay footage and, some more details on it. Okay, coming in at number 3 is more Red Dead 2 stuff. Any Red Dead 2 stuff. I would die to see. I know that this is probably not going to happen and it's extremely wishful thinking, but I would just die to see even just a model of a horse from Red Dead 2. I am so excited for this game. And, unfortunately it's been delayed, but that just means that we're going to get a better game in the end. At least they're not releasing something that's unfinished. So I have total faith in Rockstar. I love the first one. I love GTA 4 and 5 and all the games they've made in the past. Bully, San Andreas, all that. So I'm very, very excited for Red Dead Redemption 2, and even just another trailer dropping at E3. Not even like, they don't even have to have a booth or a presentation. I would just love to see a trailer drop at E3, and I guarantee you it would outshine most trailers as if it actually presented at E3. So I'm very excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. Really sad that it's been delayed, but ultimately we're going to get a better game because of it. Again, this is really wishful thinking that that they will show up at E3, and I just hope to see anything from that game because I'm very excited for it.
This is over.
Okay, so at number 3, I put a new Elder Scrolls game, or wishful thinking, another Obsidian Fallout game, or perhaps a Fallout HD remaster kind of thing, because Bethesda does have a presentation at E3 again this year, and they're obviously going to talk about, I know, Fallout VR and possibly a new game they're working on in regarding space travel, but I would love to see just kind of like a side, like, oh, we're making Fallout New Vegas HD, or Morrowind HD, not that shitty Elder Scrolls Online game. But I personally would love to see that. I really dig Bethesda's RPGs. I don't think that they're like the best games of all time, but they're really fun, and I love the modding and the exploration and just the gameplay of it. I don't know, something about Bethesda RPGs keeps me coming back. Maybe it's Todd Howard, maybe it's his charisma, maybe I'm in love with him, but who knows. I personally would love to see some kind of RPG announcement. Even if they say like, oh yeah, we're making Elder Scrolls, 6, I'd be like, yes, thank you. Or something, Maybe some more Fallout Shelter stuff we might see. I'm not super sure. Maybe another mobile game. But for the most part, I would really love to see either an Elder Scrolls 6 announcement or some sort of Fallout E thing, because I love both series, and I think that if Bethesda bought out like an entire theater or whatever to just showcase Fallout VR and their new game, well, I don't know. I personally wouldn't be very happy with it, but I mean, they're the company, not me, so yeah, so in conclusion, I would love to see Bethesda either announce a Fallout remastered or Fallout Shelter stuff or another Elder Scrolls game, but again, that's very wishful thinking and that probably won't happen.
These NPCs are not scripted. You can walk all the way to the top of that mountain.
Okay, so finally at number 1, I have a new Souls game, or a Souls-esque game from, and excuse me if I say your name wrong, Hidetaki Miyazaki. I would love to see another game because the Souls series is one of my favorites of all time. Dark Souls 1 is probably my favorite game ever. Bloodborne was fantastic and amazing. Demon Souls was great too. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing if From Software announce anything at E3 regarding the Soul series. Even if they just said, yeah, my soul hurts, I'd be like, yes, brand new Souls game. Yes, finally. I would love to see that kind of stuff. And, it doesn't have to be like Dark Souls 4 or Bloodborne 2 or Demon Souls 2. It could be an entirely new IP. I just want another Miyazaki brand like RPG game because, after completing all of them, you just like, oh God, I gotta, I gotta do this, I have to have more. The format and their play style and the gameplay just has me so hooked. I don't know what it is, but I personally would just love to see another Souls game. So that's going to do it for my 6 E3 hopes. I don't want to say predictions, but hopes. I'll probably make a follow-up video talking about, what I thought of E3 in general or something like that. Who knows? Maybe something on my list would be announced. But again, most of this list is just wishful thinking. So thanks for watching, and if you like what you see and you want to see more, then go ahead and click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.